As a quick little preface, this is the semifinals. It's going to be first to four, win by two. Just swap hosts every match, and then if you lose the previous match, you can switch out your loadout for the next one. Everybody ready?
Ooh, on my host. Go ahead, guys.
I'm gonna fucking teleport, bro.
That's okay. That's why we swap host every match. This is why we
Yeah,
have the tourney maps mod as well. It's
yeah.
doing that way faster. A little choppy, but I like the explosive start here.
But a drunken.
No, just all of the inputs being thrown at each other.
I'm more of a high octane player myself.
Yeah, and we're seeing some high octane gameplay right here.
Nice flexes.
There's a lot of good work here by Opus. Completely dismantling the Phage playstyle here.
Full
Zito needs
sword.
to kind of
All
tone it
right.
down a bit before he can actually get something out of it.
Love some good sword gameplay.
Since vanilla, Stagger's always been very strong against swords, just because they pretty much make most of the sword moves redundant. But on plus, now that there's a good chunk of moves that are actually useful against Stagger, but still, Stagger has that front stagger that helps benefit against it.
The sigil could put his sword up and then pick up Opus's to get the shards back.
Yep.
But Opus may be able to get it back, but they're a little too far
There we
away.
go. That was a very good break. Don't know if that was intentional, but
Oh, yeah,
maybe
well,
it
there
was.
goes again.
Look at that.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. Gassed out.
Patience.
Not a good position.
Didn't hold block, just stared. Fortunately, wasn't able to get that tap block in time. Ended up dying for it. That's fine. This is still very much a winnable set, especially with Opus at such low
Yeah.
health.
But now Opus should look to capitalize on as much damage as possible.
There we go.
No,
Now it's basically
not
even.
bad. Yeah. Now, I haven't seen powers get used yet, so probably around this point, Opus could pull sword again.
You should
But
have the
let's see
shards for it.
We got a lot of cut damage coming in here.
Oh, there's a sword break. There we go.
Alright.
Oh, first victory here for Decidial. Now they're going to swap hosts, and we're going to see how it goes on the other one.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is the loading screen is different, but the front staggers are also a little more glowy, like more white.
Alrighty. We got a lot more of a reserve start compared to the first match.
Right, they kind of got a feel for each other's.
That was a good
decks.
parry here by Decidial.
Gassed out, but he went ahead and he let go of block entirely to just get as much stamina back as possible.
Unfortunately, he got that cursed low parry though.
Yeah.
Low parries have the same properties as regular Forsaken parries, which means that depending on what move he gets low parried, he could end up getting a pretty big reward off of it. But at the same time, if you get cursed, too bad, so sad. Sucks to suck.
He is getting. He does. The sigil keeps getting gassed out, but it looks like he is responding appropriately to getting his stamina back once it gets low.
Yeah. It's a very quick adaptation by Decidial. Opus was dismantling a lot of what Decidial's options were doing, but now Opus is having some trouble trying to figure out an opening to actually get something off of Decidial.
It's like a lot of jabs into the front stock. Let's see. All right, Opus is making some sort of adaptation here,
Ooh.
front stagger, but
That was a
Deciduous
very
calls
good
it.
couple of slips. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Very good finish for Deciduous. A strong lead for this match. Opus, winnable, but it's going to be very, very difficult.
Sword could help, but they both have enough shards, so it could probably end up mitigating.
And there it is with the Curse Berry again on the low one. Opus really taking advantage of that front stagger, but gassing himself out a little bit too early.
All right, big sword, but yeah, it just seems the sigil keeps
Good patience by
correctly
Deciduous, waiting for his
interrupting.
stem to get back. Oh, not fast enough to finish it
Nice.
off, but Opus managed to take the stock here. No 3-0, never 3-0. Always at least
Low
one.
on health, but now they both have swords.
Ooh, gravity. We love to see it. An interesting spot to put it. Good patience by Deciduous just to finish that stock off. He knew he had a lot of resources that he could use, so he ended up taking the slow and steady route.
Yeah, I see the patience from the adaptation being made there to play it more slow. I think they're both gonna have to do that to make these adaptations that are occurring. Because I see Opus still throwing Plexus kind of without setting up the prep work for it. He just keeps getting mashed out of it.
It's fine. It's just a matter of figuring out a good way to get past that Phasian oppression.
Yeah.
Because even when doing nothing, Phasian has a very strong, oppressive aura, almost. Just because of how easily it can just completely stop all the options you have. At the same time, Stagger has some good strengths that are able to bypass that, so it'll be interesting to see how Opus manages from here on.
Although, Stagger can rely on a lot of front stagger, but Phasian can quickly respond with their front stopper.
There we go. Sword out. Ooh, that was a good front stagger, just to bait out the parry. Good parry to bait out the back stagger. Or to parry the back stagger is more accurate. Hope is finding his rhythm, but Deciduous just managing to cut it off. Really taking advantage of that front stagger. Very good. Taking the stock here. We got Opus 1-1 here with Deciduous. A little bit of a disadvantage, but not too bad. Ooh, gravity.
The decision is really good at stopping that front stagger with the sword, because it so happens the guard break comes out right there.
The sword has that breaker move on there.
Yeah.
There we go. There it
Just
is.
a little pop.
It always happens every time you start getting just completely pressed by Phasian. You end up doubting yourself, doubting what you can do.
Oh, gives
It's
the
difficult to
sword
move
back.
out from there. What an honorable man. This is an EU. What is this? I'm talking NA. This is the ruthless EU we know. Kill him! Take a sword. Oh! Good patience by Opus, unfortunately. He still managed to cut through it. There it is. 3-0 currently. Deciduous' favor. But Opus still has another match that he can get one off of.
It would have been. I like this loading screen, but I know they got a bunch of cover art. It'd be cool to rotate it.
It would be cool. We need to find a way to do that. Alright.
Actually,
Opus is host, so let's see how things work out for her. We saw there was some sort of change that happened beforehand, but don't know if that's gonna take into effect here. Opa's catching his rhythm now.
Yeah. The studio has shown that they are able to quickly adapt to these changes, though. So I think they're just gonna have to stay on their toes.
Good decision making here by Decidual to stop pressing the attack when his stamina got low, just so they can regain and keep some of that open.
Yeah.
They managed to take the stock from it as well.
Oh, this is it's a different sword deck.
Evasion is very fast.
Yeah, Opus seems to have changed that.
Yeah, that
sword deck a little
backstabber
bit,
is slow
but-
enough just for Phajin to be able to parry the subsequent hit. Particularly after that low kick. That leg break. Oh, there we go, but there's the stock taken. Opus is still in this. It is very much a possible game to win. Let's see some of
very
that,
nice when I cut damage. Managed to get the sword off.
after that leg breaker, every time the backslip has been, or as the backstagger has been going on, Decidual's able to parry it. Oh!
Very nice with the gravity kill.
Gravity kill! We love to see it. Opus has
Love to
officially
see
won the
gravity
tournament
kill.
no matter what happens afterwards. Love to see it.
Very nice. And now he has some life lead. Respond with another gravity.
There you go.
It's
Plus
very
the cut
cheap.
sword here. Dude, that mental damage
Yeah,
is
he
gonna
also has
stack
cut
up.
sword as well.
Ooh, good side parry, or good side unlock.
Alright.
Love to see
Looking
those,
good reads
especially
now.
with sword decks. Look at this.
Oh,
What an
wow. Look at
impressive
that.
win here by Opus. And now he's on the board. We got 3-1. 3-1.
Just continue.
Just continue, it's fine. We'll play one more on Decidual's host, and if it keeps showing up as fine, we'll try again. Or it's on Opus's host, and if it keeps showing fine, we'll try again on Decidual's. But for now, it should be good. I think the main factor in that win for the last match was Opus just gravity killing right at the end. The mental stack is awful.
Overall, it seems like he's getting a good understanding of Decidual's rhythm here.
He's long had an understanding of Decidual's rhythm. It was when that rhythm was changed by Opus. That's when it started kind of breaking down. Oh, Opus was trying to parry the side parry. But Decidual managed to actually not fall for the trap there. It was good. There we go. Good staggered pressure here by Decidual, just to finish off this stock.
He's got the life lead, but he will have to try to capitalize on that damage.
It is very much an even game at this point, even with the stock lead. Generally, the tactic after the first stock, if you're low on health, is to take as much as you can before you end up dying. There it is. Just so you can have a chance or a more advantageous position for the next stock. And that's where he's
He
at.
did get a good bit of damage off, but Opus still has a lot to work with. Not enough cards for swords, so Opus is in a pretty good position to pressure with the cut damage.
Decidual does not have the shards for the sword yet. He should be getting some soon.
Well, he could pick up.
Ooh, that was a good double side stagger here by Opus, just to be able to get past the Phajin.
Manual dodge.
There it is. Same tactic. Right. It was that fast cross.
Little sword shove.
No, not fast cross. That little mid hit into the uppercut. It's a good tool for Decidual to have been using. And now he's got an advantage here. Good break.
Good breaking.
There it is. Once the ball gets rolling, it's hard to make it stop. But Opus did put in a good effort. At this point, it just ends at 4-1. We got Decidual moving on to the final position here. Alright, and now we got Mr. Rion and Mr. Joseph coming up for the next
Joseph.
matches.
Invite me.
Right.
So this will be interesting for me to see because I have not seen either Mr. Joseph or Rayon 1 play at all ever. So this will be a fun thing for me to watch.
I won't spoil it. I have seen Rion play a bit. I have seen Joseph play a little bit. I believe they're both still prospects. Yeah. Yeah.
A little panicky here for Joseph, but he's having good patience enough to keep more of that stuff. Good
Good
guard
break and
break.
good punish. Low spent gassed
Low
out.
step,
Another
there it
break.
is.
Alright.
Well, he managed to get something off the break. It wasn't optimal, but something is better than nothing.
This looks like
This is a surprisingly
Joey's
close
deck?
game. There it is. He is not able to get that low back fist out before the side kick finished off this stock. It's important
Very
to kind of
close.
recognize whenever there's some moves that are a bit more plus on block than average. Already
already
knocking out.
stamina.
Oh, there it is. Even
Alright,
stamina
good
one more time.
response.
Both of these players are very patient. Rion a bit more aggressive though. Oh,
Ooh,
saw the break.
almost.
Didn't
That
take
could have been
advantage
good.
of it. Same here with Rion. There we go. Last hit to take off this first stock. Now they're even.
Both players very willing to drain their stamina very quickly.
Yes.
They are getting these attacks off though.
Yeah. Eager for rewards is what I would call it. But they are also showing little hints of patience, of knowledge that they shouldn't push themselves too deep into it. Wow, that was a good mash here by Joseph.
Good punish.
Ooh, Rion panicking just a little bit, throwing out parries, whiffing them a lot. Just to slow the roll a little bit.
Whoa, that almost caught him there.
Oh,
A little early on that
Loves-
side parry. Managed to get clipped by the spinning flute swing and ended up with losing the stock. We haven't seen very much shard use at all from these two.
Very good.
Oh, there it is.
All right,
Even
got it all
Stevens.
back now. Even, yeah.
2-2, full health. These two players are fairly even, honestly. It's fun to see when two equally skilled players are going at each other. Cannot side avoid the low hit. Leg breaker.
Has him against the wall now. Low stamina though.
Good patience by Joseph, but was able to take advantage of that. Interesting
Good.
side
Oh.
back unlock by Rio. No real
Yeah.
benefit to it. You didn't see anything from it, but well, not really. Joseph managed to get out of the
Interesting to
wall
see.
there. That's fine. Again, low health health on both sides. Oh, and again, there you go.
One dodge.
Side avoid into low back fist won't work, especially if you're in the middle of getting mashed out of it. That's unfortunate, but very, very close matches.
Oh fuck! I left the solo.
No, I like classic black fabs, especially when they're coherent like this, but I think I'm more prone to enjoying colors more. So personally, I like Joseph's fab better. Oh! Jumping right
You know,
into it.
the Fab can play a bit of mind game. You know, you look very intimidating. Who knows? Maybe that might help you a little bit.
Maybe.
A lot of feinting to bait out a reaction.
Good
Ooh,
break,
almost.
not a really good punish. Managed to
Yeah.
get a 16 up, so that's better than nothing. Upward break. And confirm. Very good. And with that, Joseph manages to take the first stock. Good low back fist. Looks like that leg breaker is really giving Joseph a lot of trouble. Oh, what was that? Like 6 feints in a row?
Yeah,
That was crazy.
definitely showing his belief that he was not going to get mashed out of it.
Oof. Gassed himself.
Gas
But
out,
he has
but
the health
did
to be
get
able
him
to afford it.
right.
And he managed to get
nice,
that last
nice.
second sliver of stamina avoid from the sidekick. Taking that second stock. Let's see here. What good timing on that rising kick.
See, he's adapting to that side parry, getting like going ahead and dodging.
Needs to be careful not to get too accustomed to that though.
Yeah,
He seems to be expecting on every interaction.
Right.
That shouldn't be the case.
I notice these flutes are really flying and connecting
And
a
again,
lot on both
He
sides.
sees, he's twitching. He sees movement, and then he assumes, oh, it's gonna be a side parry. Move to the side. He's to
Right.
take a bit of time to
Could be
consider what the
punishing
next
for him.
option is gonna be. And because of that, Rion manages to take a second stock here. Half health, but very much winnable by Rion. Oh, timed that low leg breaker better than the rising kick.
Nice.
There you go. Good on Joseph for expecting something to come out to try and break his stem.
Very nice.
There it is. Alrighty, now we're 1-1. Swap and host again. Oh, I love the nighttime version of this map. Personally, my favorite map.
If I had to pick, like I do like this map, if I had to pick, I would pick the Rizrin night map.
That one's also really good. It's a close second. You see Rion acting a little bit more patiently than before.
Oh,
Oh, unlock, walk, relock.
Accidental.
He's fainted that side very now. Walk forward and intimidate. Classic Phasian staple. A little early for
Joseph
this.
seeing a good opportunity to start pressuring stamina.
There's that leg breaker again. Ooh, getting a little scared here, wanting to get some sort of parry to get out
Overpressure
of
on
that
the
low
low
stamina.
stamina. Yeah.
Exactly.
And then Joseph knew it, so he fainted the food.
Good side whip by Joseph. Good pressure by Rion as well. There it is.
Still good on health here. Little down, but not too much.
Yeah, perfectly winnable.
This time he timed the rising kick a lot earlier than before. This time he beats the leg breaker.
There we go. Now we're seeing some of that desperation from Joseph. And now backflipped onto Rion. Oh my goodness. But he managed to. Oh my gosh. There it is. He got all the stand back. Got 2 tunnel visioned on finishing off the stock. Ended up dying to it, even though he had a lot of resource left to be able to.
It does
Stare
seem like
up.
they are becoming more aware of each other's stamina gain.
Yeah, their habits. Not a good break.
Punish, but at least you get the roll back.
When you multi-slip, it tends to be just to regain a bunch of stamina really quickly. Once you already have a lot of stamina, it ends up being a bit redundant. Very cool to see, though. Still
You can add a mental stack potentially, but
leg breaker. There you go. Yeah, but Joseph managed to take a solid number out of Rion before going out, so it's going to be a bit of a hard climb.
we have seen comebacks worse than this. But already the health is kind of getting closer to being evened out as long as Rion
Always
can
get
keep
close
Joseph
together
off.
just as time goes on. But this is still very much a strong advantage for Joseph. There we go. No step. Break. He could have gotten that confirmed for the finish, but no!
Could have.
There we go.
That's okay. He picks
Last
it back
bit, last
up.
bit. So now it's 1-2, Joseph's favor. Swapping horses again. Deafen. That'll make things a bit easier.
Yeah, if you want to lock in and focus some more, you can always deafen.
no, it's more fun this way.
I agree.
The Situ, I do
2-1,
believe, yeah, it
yes,
is 2-1.
with Joseph in the lead. It's fine. They don't need to deafen. If they get distracted because they didn't deafen, that's their fault. Everybody starts screaming into your mics. Let's see who drops their combos first.
Lido.
Nice. Screaming!
Rion is already has Joseph on low health here.
Very much so.
I don't think any changes were made, so it seems to just be the adaptation.
Yes, indeed.
Very good.
This is looking to be the slobber knocker of the tourney. There it is.
Fainted to
Yeah,
that
it's
reaction.
Joseph just every time he sees any sort of movement, he's expecting a thrust, but he needs to take a bit of time, just a little bit, just to confirm with his own eyes what's coming. Can be difficult with Absolver, but not impossible.
And while the feinting multiple times does seem to be working, ultimately Rion could get more out of it if he feinted at a time he knew
No,
Joseph would
never
react.
stop doing something that keeps working. Once it stops,
Right.
that's when you adjust. And if your opponent keeps failing to see the failures of whatever you're doing, you take advantage of that.
Rion 2 stocks up now. Pretty even on the last stock, pretty good health.
It's still going to be a climb for Joseph to try and make back, but if Rion continues with this staggered pressure, it could end up looking bad for Joseph. Good patience by Joseph, waiting for him to...
Good patience.
There it
Yes,
is.
very good.
Never gas yourself, folks, especially when you're at low health. You can't afford it. Ooh, good
Now
timing on
plays
that rising kick
really
by
well.
Joseph.
Already
There we go,
evened
already
out.
almost even. And if Joseph manages to take this stock, it's going to be even for the final match as well. Final stock.
You can get a ton of health back for this. But we're getting pretty low. Oh,
Patience by
got a
Joseph,
break.
but there we go. Oh, that leg breaker every time. There it is. There it is. Again, it's that little bit of panic, that twitch reacting. Not taking the time to see what's coming at you. That's getting Joseph in the end there. Ooh, there we go. Good avoids by Joseph.
Not really getting those punishes, but he is still at least getting the heaviest damage to stamina.
There we go. It looks like Joseph took the comments to heart. He's taking a bit more time to see what's coming at him before he reacts. Oh, good interrupt.
interrupt.
Rising kick.
Rion make good use of that low stamina.
Really, there it is. No stamina.
Very good finish. Ah,
Rion
close,
made the
close.
good decision of not blocking while he had no stamina, because that would have ended in a guard break and a possible loss of that first stock. So here we go, the Rion at the advantage. Now all that's left is just to take as much health as you can before you die. Take the stock even better.
Or never die at all.
Exactly.
Very good. Joseph managed to use just that last little bit of stamina to get that stock.
I always love hearing that punchiness of those heavy moves like sidekick. Rion is doing really
It's
well
just
about staggering his attacks, his pressure.
Right. I'd imagine screen shake would be a very interesting thing to have on for this match.
Screen
We shouldn't be
Shinkle,
taking
very
a lot of-
interesting thing, period. Interesting thing that should never be released to the public. There you go. Rion keeping this advantage. Steadily making sure he stays on top.
Good patience. If Rion can, or not Rion, if Joseph can finish this out without taking too much damage, he'll be in a good position for the time.
Ooh, good,
Good
parry.
parry.
No advantage of that hit. Rion, if anything, just should let his parries fly whenever he does actually land. But you know, it's been difficult. Joseph has been side avoiding almost every single time with side parries. I can tell that there's some hesitancy there. Panicking, trying to get something, anything, just to get some stand back. Oh, he's a leg break. Love to see it. Whew. What an intense match here. There it is.
Finish with
Flute
the
swing,
confident
finishing
flute.
it off. Look at that. Rion almost dropped it entirely. He had full health against someone who had like almost a third of their health. That's a good parry.
And
Just
Rion is very well aware of that opener.
no stand. Oh, he got just a sliver
but
for
he-
that side parry. Pixel of health is always spooky. Oh, there it is. Okay. It's always spooky for whoever's there, especially when you're at low health. If the other person has a pixel, because sometimes they'll just lock in and end up taking the entire stock from you. Good interrupt, stopping that low leg breaker from hitting.
Oh, managed to
Oh,
duck
Joseph
it.
is doing really well with the avoids. Good hop,
Very good.
good break, and very good
Alright.
finish for this stock. Wow, look at that. Pretty much even now for the next set of stocks here. Oh, just out of range.
Yeah, it
from that.
looked like Rion was gonna keep throwing that until Joseph did something about it.
Well, I mean, he's been noticing that the leg breaker has worked almost every single time up until this match, so it makes sense he would throw it out. Now that there's some adaptation, yeah, has to adapt back. Yes. Oh, very good time rising kick. Jump rise kick. The kick that rises.
And jumps.
Ooh, low stand. Panicked again. Get hit with the leg breaker. a gamble and try to parry, but guess the wrong way.
Yeah, when you're gassed out and on low health, you kind of have to take a risk.
Joseph's got to lock in, otherwise he's knocked out from this point on. Always with the pixel health. He's got the stamina to afford to use. Oh, missed the tap block, and that's that.
Missed the tap block.
Missed the tap
Happens.
block. Rion takes it. Now it's 4-2. Moving on to the final set. Okay. First set. First to five, win by 2. That's what you need to do.
Now, the sigil is a disciple. This will be interesting to watch.
Rion's been playing well, and the city also plays good. Phasian versus
And it's,
Phasian
mirror,
Vanilla was
yeah.
never really a fun watch, but on Plus it's a lot more enjoyable. So we'll get to see some more action here.
Okay,
classic side parry,
Phasian.
side parry, side parry.
Classic Phasian mirror.
I guess you can't get rid of all of the classic vanilla stuff from it, huh? We'd love to see it. Oh, look at that, leg break into leg breaker.
A lot of low parries too.
Looks like these two are fairly familiar with each other, or at the very least familiar with the style.
In the beginning,
City
Rion
was taking
was
that first stock.
yeah, Rion wasn't the lead in the beginning, but this sigil definitely picked it back up very shortly after and managed to get stuck. Let that trunk smash fly. This is what Phasians live for.
There it is.
A lot of style usage here.
It's very much almost an overwhelming use of it. The city was a lot more comfortable with the Phasian interactions here.
Good pause to regain stamina.
Always important to do so.
Yes, this will be really hard for Rion to adapt to.
Very much a solid win by Decidio here for the first game, first set. So 1 of 5. Let's see how it goes from here with Rion's host.
Both through the leg break.
I love to see it. Side parry, side parry, side parry. Fight!
It's just typical Phasians who always want to use their style ability on a move they feel is reactable, but I'm not sure if it's always the best approach to try and do it to everything.
It just depends. Depends on what's going on. Depends on the other person. A lot of the times, Phasians are incentivized to just stop everything in their tracks. But when two Phasians that have the same game plan do that, we get a lot of the funny interactions with the side parry, side parry, side parry. It's cool to see, but it's a whole lot of nothing that happens.
good backslip on that blue. Oh,
Ooh, double avoid.
a little bit of a multi.
But again, right, you kind of want to do that when you're getting a little low on stamina, just to
When you need
regain
the stamina,
something very
right.
quick. Good low parry here. On both
This is
ends,
just
very.
not intimidated by any of it.
It's clear both of them know the style well enough.
This is the high octane plane we were talking about. Although it is both agent, so you got two walls fighting each other.
That's a good way to put it. Two walls fighting each other. It's just a matter of which one's harder than the other.
I do like the contrast in their outfits here too.
Light and dark, black and white,
Agent.
light and darkness.
The Sigil
and shadow.
just catching Rion on a lot.
Oh no. Oh, there we go. He managed to get the side parry. On the side parry. But he feinted it, so he didn't get any sort of punish off it. Ooh, that was a ballsy flute. But you know what? It did good for him.
Very nice.
Yeah, Rion's putting in some work right here.
Yeah, definitely a lot different than the past game.
Main
Exercising
difference, I
more
think, here is
patience.
that Rion is, yeah, exactly. He's being a lot more patient this time.
Conserving stamina.
Yeah, but there you go. Even then, Decidial, again, just that experience gap. He's able to
It is
find
not new
gaps
to
in that
him,
defense.
right?
Exactly.
Interesting neutral play, but we're in it now. Rion full stamina, but still using style ability. All right, he's got one stock.
There we go. First stock of his set. The first stock of
Yep.
many to come.
Ties up this
Oh,
game.
running attack. Love
Running
to see it.
attack.
You know, what's good about running attack in Plus is that you can feint it, but it also does a lot more damage. So it's not a completely worthless option like in Vanilla. Yeah, Rion did a good job of taking out almost half health from Decidio. So it puts it into a good spot for him to try and take another stock here.
Sigil closing it out. At least we got Rion on the board this time, however, so definitely some improvement there.
Oh, for sure.
Don't know if that was a side unlock or if he just messed up unlock. Sigil just chipping away at the health.
Again, it just all comes back to the experience gap here. Like Rion's been doing a really good job of keeping pace with the Decidial, but it's always the Decidial just very, very, very lightly edging him out in the little interactions. Those little interactions add up.
Just making the
lead to
right
Decidial's
decisions.
wins.
It also allows for Decision to be more confident and take more risk as well.
Correct. Can be very disheartening to try and break the wall that is a Phasian and then failing to do so. You end up going down in a downward spiral of like, okay, well, fuck it, I'm just gonna do whatever, and then that's when you end up losing really, really hard. Maria's been doing a good job of not falling down that downward spiral. You see him continually making adjustments, small, slight adjustments, but anything to try and get past it. Not giving up. That's the key. Oof. There you go. And that's that. 5-0. Decidial's our winner for the tournament here. Decidial, I will send you the $10 Steam gift card